Hey YouTube, it's ICU. Today, Apple officially announced WWDC 2015, and we're going to discuss the upcoming conference, as well as iOS 9 and OS 10.11. So really quick, to provide some background details for those of you who don't know, WWDC is always used as a platform to announce Apple's next major software releases. For example, WWDC 2014 was used to unveil both iOS 8 as well as OS 10.10 Yosemite. So getting into the news, early this morning ensuing yesterday's new iOS 8.4 beta release, Apple has announced that their annual Worldwide Developers Conference will be held from June 8th to the 12th at Moscone West in San Francisco, California. This year's WWDC will undoubtedly play host to again the unveiling of both iOS 9 and the next major installment to OS 10 or OS X, surely being 10.11. And the tagline for Apple's WWDC 2015 reads as follows, quote, "The epicenter of change." As always, with each new invitation and press announcement, Apple continues to hide clues to their forthcoming events within their promotional material. So what does this year's WWDC 2015 announcement hint towards? Well, let's ponder that for a second and keep in mind that this is just my analysis and it's also just for fun. So let's kind of dissect this graphic. In the center, we have a square with rounded or cut off corners, and it's definitely reminiscent of an Apple TV. And around it, we have bigger circles that are kind of interlooped and interlaced with one another, overlapping, and I definitely think that they could resemble smart devices. Around them, we have what look like icons for both iOS and the Apple Watch. So putting all of this together, way back when Apple released iOS 8.1 in the fall of 2014, the corresponding Apple TV release included HomeKit, Apple's solution for iOS interfacing with other devices, and developers can make use of HomeKit to essentially have their products interface with iOS and vice versa. And the Apple TV is the center of it, in this case the epicenter. The Apple TV is essentially the hub for iOS interfacing with the aforementioned devices, and it was since iOS 8.1 was released. However, we haven't really seen anything thus far. So hopefully Apple will start to collaborate with some developers and product manufacturers, and they'll announce some really exciting new developments in WWDC 2015. Again, all of this kind of ties together, especially with the lower $69 price of the current third generation Apple TV and rumors of a refreshed Apple TV set-top box. So WWDC is definitely going to be exciting, to say the least. Apple is starting to do more collaborations than ever before, and hopefully that trend will continue again with this year's conference. Now, let's continue with some of the facts. Unlike other Apple press conferences, invitations aren't directly sent to members of the press. Instead, those who wish to attend must first apply for tickets through Apple's site, and then, if randomly chosen, must buy said tickets for an insane $1,599 price. But don't worry about Apple not selling tickets due to the price, however, as the premium is typical of WWDC, and each year the conference continues to sell out in record time. Now, in regards to the company's official announcement, Apple's Phil Schiller said the following, quote, "The App Store ignited an app ecosystem that is simply amazing, forever changing the lives of customers and creating millions of jobs worldwide." As well as, quote, "We've got incredible technologies for iOS and OS 10 to share with developers at WWDC and around the world, and can't wait to see the next generation of apps they create." And although not much is currently known about either iOS 9 or OS 10.11, it's been rumored for some time now that they will both be OS 10 Snow Leopard equivalent releases, i.e. they'll be mostly focused on offering performance level improvements rather than cramming in a slew of new features and UI improvements. However, that's not to say that Apple won't bake new features into either release, just that they won't be the primary focus. And although we're still a couple of months away from WWDC 2015, I'll keep you guys completely updated along the way, as well as provide live coverage once the event commences with an opening keynote presentation on June 8th. And for those of you who want to win an iPhone 6, be sure to rate this video up and leave a relevant comment down below in the comment section containing your referral code from freeappsfast.com, which can be found in the fourth tab tab down below at the bottom. That giveaway will actually conclude following the posting of my upcoming new MacBook unboxing, so be sure to stay tuned for that and subscribe if you aren't already. And if you want to be updated more often, such as when I release new videos covering WWDC 2015, iOS 9, and OS 10.11, be sure to like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter. And until next time, this is ICU, signing out.